It's time to dive beneath the surface and into the minds and hearts of your favorite celebrities and pop culture icons. Welcome to Up and Adam.
Hey guys, what's up? You're watching Up and Adam. My name's Adam Knoll, and for those of you who don't know me, I'm the guy bringing you guys all the weekly interviews and recaps from your favorite celebrities and pop culture influencers. But for those of you who do know me, you know that that's not why we're always here, right? Guys, today's no different. Today we are here to bring you an update on the Erika and Tom Girardi divorce, this unfortunate divorce. But before we do, guys, you know how this works. If you haven't already, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to my channel, and hit that notification bell. That way you guys don't miss any of our recaps, lives, or fun interviews that we have coming up. All right? Let's get started. So guys, we know that Erika filed for divorce from her husband of over 20 years, Tom Girardi. Again, this is super unfortunate, and everyone has had so much speculation as to why would they be getting a divorce in the first place, right? It's been kind of all over the place, this topic, and it just seems like more and more details seem to be coming out. You know, when I did post the first video, a lot of people were speculating, you know, is Erika moving on with a new man? Did Tom move on with a different woman? Are they amicably splitting because they just have reached a different place in their lives? Which is very much so possible. Remember, guys, we have to give the benefit of the doubt. We are not Erika, nor are we Tom Girardi, so we can't just sit here and make up our own kind of ideas or reasoning. We can only sit here and speculate. I'm sure a lot of this is going to be addressed on the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, but Tom Girardi is a powerhouse attorney. He probably will make sure that they do not talk too much about him or rake his name through the mud, only because, again, I feel like he could just slap them with a lot of legal suits. Tom Girardi does not seem like somebody I would want to mess with. And Erika even said that on an episode of Watch What Happens Live. You know, one time when Andy Cohen asked her about if she ever potentially got a divorce or prenup or whatever the case was, she's like, a prenup? That means nothing to Tom Girardi. He would literally take that prenup, rip it in half, and walk out of the building. And I believe that that's exactly what he would do. Again, guys, when you know the law, especially as well as Tom Girardi does, I don't think that it would just be somebody that you would want to go to bat with. But there have been new documents that have come out, and they were obtained. I want to say this. I want to scream it from the mountains. They were obtained by Los Angeles Superior Court. Okay? This is not me who obtained these documents. I did not go looking for the documents at the court. I did not go reaching out to anybody to get anything. These are documents that have been posted publicly by Los Angeles Superior Court. Okay? Just want to say that. The documents state that Tom Girardi has made a number of requests throughout this divorce, but one of them is to have Erika Girardi's spousal support request allegedly denied. It sounds like he doesn't want to pay her. He's like, listen, it's expensive to be you, and I'm not paying for it. I think that's exactly what he's trying to say, especially at this point. Erika secured her diamond on the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. She's been around for quite some time, so she's making her own money, and that's fair. You know, I don't think it really does make sense. If he's trying to say, I don't want to maintain her expensive lifestyle, I don't think it kind of is a bad thing to say that. I'm not against Erika Girardi in any capacity, but when you're spending $40,000 a month on glam, you can afford to cut corners somehow, right? But the thing is when you start going into these sort of legal battles and you've been married as long as they have, there is a certain lifestyle that she has maintained, and she might actually get her way. I mean, if she has lived a certain way and she has been Erika Jayne, Erika Girardi with the $40,000 a month glam team and whatever the case is for X amount of time, the courts might look at that and be like, okay, well, she's used to this. This is how she lives. She doesn't really know how to go backwards. So for X amount of time, you need to continue to support this lifestyle. So guys, these documents were obtained by Us Weekly on December 8th. So Us Weekly, that's who obtained the documents on December 8th, from which Tom Girardi filed on November 25th that Erika is not only requesting spousal support, but she's also requesting that the judge blocks Tom Girardi from requesting spousal support from her, which is actually quite interesting. I don't really know how that would actually make sense. If he is the one funding her life, why would he be requesting spousal support from her? But she's trying to allegedly block this, and this just gets messier and messier. Tom is also requesting that Erika pays his attorney fees, which is interesting. So not only would she be... Okay, so she's requesting spousal support and trying to block him from requesting spousal support. He's requesting spousal support and trying to request her from requesting spousal support. It's like this. And now he not only wants the spousal support and hers to be blocked, but now he's allegedly wanting Erika to pay for the lawyers. And I'm sure that Tom Girardi's lawyer fee is... I'm just sure it's another expensive fee. I am just going to say that. I don't feel like he just went up the street and got some low budget, low rent lawyer. That's just not Tom Girardi. That's not Erika Girardi either. I'm sure these legal fees are going to be massive. Guys, if you guys remember Bethany Frankel, she's been tied in that divorce for so long, especially because there was a business that ended up getting sold for a lot of money, or a part of it. And her ex-husband wanted and felt like he was entitled to X amount of money. So this whole thing dragged out for so long. And it seems like this also has the potential to drag out as well. You know, a lot of people are now reaching out because they're saying that there are some funds that are allegedly being embezzled here after a case where a plane went down and... oh gosh, I've already touched that on another video, but I don't even want to jump into that again, because we like to think that everybody has good in them, and that would not be the case, right? We like to think that no freaking way would that be happening, or would any of them be embezzling any sort of funds. But it seems like things are going to come out one after another, especially with this divorce. And even though Erika put out the statement that said, after much consideration, yada, 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 move it to the end, it is my absolute wish to proceed with this process with privacy and respect. Well, the privacy and respect that she feels that her and Tom both deserve. She's asking that everyone kind of pretty much butts out of the situation and allows them to just kind of move forward and figure this stuff out. Unfortunately, I said this since day one, guys. When you put yourself on a public platform and... you just don't know what's going to happen, what people are going to say about you, and you don't really get privacy anymore. I've learned this on such a small scale, so I can only imagine what Erika Girardi would be feeling when she's on a international television show. The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills is known around the world. Everyone knows the Real Housewives. They know who they are. And when things like this happen, whether it's a divorce or any sort of issue, if there's a cheating scandal, substance abuse, it doesn't matter. If it's happening and just there's one little kind of tidbit of it that gets out into the universe, out into the world, and somebody picks up on it, it spreads like wildfire. It spreads like California wildfires, and you can't really control it. So now at this point, I don't think that she's going to get the privacy that she's asking for. Hopefully everybody will continue to respect both of them, because they do deserve the respect. They still deserve their privacy. I just don't think that they're going to get it. And it seems like every single day since they filed that it's just been one thing after another that keeps coming out. First it was trying to figure out why they were divorcing. Then it was this alleged embezzling of funds and moving money around. And now it's blocking each other's spousal support and asking for lawyer fees to be paid. It just seems like this has the potential to get really, really nasty. So we hope that's not the case. But again, you can't help but wonder, especially when there are companies like Edelson PC who sued, and they're putting out statements like that they're on the verge of alleged financial collapse and on pretty much a downward spiral of mounting debts and dwindling funds. Guys, you can't make this up. These things are coming out left and right, whether it's being reported by Page 6, Us Weekly, or any of these other companies, or whether it's court documents that can be easily obtained by the Los Angeles Superior Court. These things are coming out. They're going to have to be faced, and we're just interested to see if this continues to play out on the internet and if it's going to kind of bleed over into the world of the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Or if Erika will just be like, listen, I'm not talking about my legal matter, so bye. I don't know, guys. Tell me what you think. Do you guys think that Erika will end up winning spousal support? Do you feel like Tom will be able to block the spousal support? Do you think Tom will end up getting spousal support? And do you think he'll be able to block her from trying to block him from getting spousal support? Also, do you think Erika is going to be responsible for paying Tom Girardi's lawyer's fees? Again, there are so many questions here. I know that it feels like a big knot that I just gave you, but we'll be here on standby just to kind of see what happens, and yeah, I guess we'll let you know as things come out. If you haven't already, guys, make sure you go ahead, hit that like button, subscribe to my channel, hit that notification bell. That way you guys don't miss anything that we have coming up in any of our recaps, interviews. You know the works, the deal. All right? And yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Bye, guys.
Thanks for watching Up and Adam.